Well, the greatest title reign in UFC heavyweight history is over. Stipe Miocic loses the championship belt to Daniel Cormier by first-round knockout in the UFC 226 headliner. Just a bit of a shocking performance on Miocic's end. Goes in there, gets his clock cleaned in the first round. He was doing pretty well for himself. He feels he was winning the fight up into the finish, but Cormier was able to just land that bomb, and just like that, all of Miocic's work comes to an end. This guy came in with 3 consecutive heavyweight title defenses, which, again, a shocker to most, is the longest title reign in UFC heavyweight history. But it's over now, and for Miocic, he took this loss with absolute class, said nothing, no excuses, nothing but praise for Cormier. It was not his night. All the classy things that you want to hear out of a fighter in defeat. But for him, of course, it's disappointing. But also, on the flip side of it, probably not the most important thing in his life right now. He headed straight home after the event, awaiting the birth of his daughter, which is expected any day now at this point. So for him, he's kind of got bigger fish to fry, bigger things to think about, but he will be, of course, returning to the octagon at some point in the future. He made it very, very clear that he is not done yet. He plans to be back. He wants a rematch with Cormier. Don't know when that's going to happen just because of Cormier's time frame left in the sport. It doesn't really seem like they'll be able to fit that fight in, but if Cormier leaves the sport, if Brock Lesnar happens to beat Cormier in that matchup that they're probably having, Stipe and Miocic very much at the top of the queue when it comes to guys who could be fighting for the belt sooner than later. And for him, you'd only imagine it would take 1, at the most 2 wins to get right back in there. And he's fought a lot of the guys in the heavyweight division at this point. There's not too many big names, big contenders out there that he hasn't shared the octagon with. One that stands out, though, is Derek Lewis, who, of course, beat Francis Ngannou in a very lackluster co-main event just minutes before Miocic lost his title. Lewis was very down on his performance in the fight, but still, Dana White was a little higher. He puts himself near the top. We know what Francis Ngannou had done coming into this fight, and for him, that seems like a fight that would make sense. It gives Lewis his opportunity to kind of put this fight with Ngannou behind him and solidify himself as the #1 contender. Lewis even said that he thinks he needs 1 or 2 more fights before fighting for the title. One could do it against Stipe Miocic. So we'll see what Miocic's time frame is. Obviously a rough knockout for him. Lewis is dealing with some back issues, so it seems like perhaps after a little bit of time off for both guys, their time frame could work out together to have that matchup that could very well be a #1 contenders fight in the heavyweight division.